Welcome to the GLR Adobe Campus. So this is the front side of the postcard, and let's focus now on the back end of the card. And of course I can easily add the Photoshop document again with Command D, that's placing as well. Show import options is still enabled, so let's import it. Let's turn on the light again. And please remember that I've dialed in a 40% opacity while creating the postcard template. There we go. Right click, fitting content where fit. There we go. And it's got its 40% of opacity as well. So that's very, very nice. So let's add in the text as well. Of course, we could open up Microsoft Word, copy and paste the text. But it's also a very good way to know that you can place your text directly inside of a text frame. So let's place and then use the melody reverse in concert. There we go. And it will give us the import options as well, like a Photoshop document, because it was still enabled. And by default, it's set to preserve styles and formatting. So if somebody, your text editor, has created a nice Word document with lots of styles and tables and stuff in there, but you don't want to have all those styles, you want to have it as plain as possible, then remove the styles and formatting, and then you will get a default text in here, which you can alter quite easily. So that's how you can import your text as well, and then change your type. Of course, we can dial in the character information as well. So it's going to be the Myriad Pro as well. So the Myriad Pro Lite, there we go. It's going to be 10 points, but the melody in concert text, that's going to be 15 points because that needs to stand out just a little bit more. This is our text that I want to use over here. Of course, we can use this as well. Command C. Let's delete this over here, placeholders. Command Alt Shift V, and then let's use a 60% to the right bottom corner again. Now we can add the Bischoff logo. That's an Adobe Illustrator logo. Let's place the document. And these are the elements that we can use while using the show import options. I'm going to stick with OK. Let's click and drag. Let's place it directly in the center of a melody, but my smart guides are disabled, so I'm going to enable them. And now it is probably much easier to find the sweet spot in between. Let's get rid of the swatches, and let's add a little text frame to add sponsored by. Select the entire text. It's going to be the same font. But of course a little bit smaller. This doesn't need to have that much attention, so it's going to be a font size of probably 8. Let's dive into the paragraph settings, center the text, and make the text white. In here we can only see the appearance of the entire frame, so I want to change the color of the text, and now I can change the text to paper. It's going to be white. Add it a little bit closer. Something like that will do the trick. And then it's good to know that we can also create something like a hyperlink to a document. So if this is going to be a nice interactive PDF as well, we could add with a right click a nice hyperlink to this document. New from URL, because we have selected our URL. There we go. And now it will contain the hyperlink in here. We could also take a look at edit hyperlink, because this is the appearance. It's going to be the character style of hyperlink. It's going to be invisible. We could make it visible, but it's probably not the most beautiful thing to do. So let's use this for creating a nice interactive PDF. If it's not interactive, if you want to make a print of this postcard, then we need to generate a nice QR code, and we can do that easily with Object, Create QR Code. Let's add in a hyperlink. There we go. And that's our QR code. And of course, when you want to change the colors of the document, we can edit the QR code, go into color, and choose something different if you want. But I want to leave it black as it is. So this is our postcard. I think it's pretty nice. Let's hit the W on our keyboard to see what it would look like without the bleed, without the extra guides in there. So a nice postcard. Made a little mistake in here because the text needs to be white. Let's go into the swatches. Let's use paper for the text. There we go. And now we've got a document that contains no errors at all. And this is our pre-flight. So let's double click on no errors. It could be that one of your documents has been changed outside of the root folder, maybe deleted or moved somewhere else, or that there are some updates made in Photoshop. Please make sure that you've got no errors in here. And if there are any errors, please make sure that you correct those errors going into the links panel or something if there are some issues over there, to make sure that that everything is perfect. And then we need to make sure that we're going to export out our document as a nice print document. It's going to be a postcard. And in here we need to enable the marks and bleeds, of course. I only need to have the crop marks where we're going to cut the paper, and I need to have the same bleed settings as I dialed into my template at the start, and then export will give us a nice PDF. But then we're not done yet, because it's always a good habit to make sure that you've got a nice package of the whole document as well. So let's dive into package. Let's package it. Let's save it. And in here, we're going to create the postcard concert folder. Perfect. Alrighty. And that folder will contain everything you need for your archive or to bring it to your printer, as well with the same postcard with the bleed marks as well, of course. So, and this is our postcard containing the QR code, containing the link in here as well. It doesn't bring you to the real site because the melodyrivers.com is fictional, but it will work. It will bring you to the website. And it's ready for print as it is. So a lot of things have been. So we have done quite a lot, and all these subjects that we've touched based on can be asked during your ACP exam, of course. Because that's the whole idea. See you in the next one.